Hi, my name is Rue, and today we are going to talk about the hair typing system and the negative consequences it has had on people with a certain type of hair texture. So because of the hair typing system, people with coily kinky hair have been labeled as 4C hair types. The problem with that is that people have been using the hair typing system as a type of meat grading system. So the same way there is meat grading, like A grade meat, B grade meat, C grade meat, I feel like people do the same using the hair texture system, where now 4C hair is like C grade meat and people are saying it's the worst hair possible. But I'm here to say nay! It did not go unnoticed to me that in the hair typing system, 4C hair has most of the negative adjectives used to describe it. Words including coarse, weak, brittle, etc. 1A hair is described as delicate, but 4C hair gets the word weak, when literally 4C hair is not weak, it's simply delicate. And the hair in itself, its nature, that it has coils, and those coils are delicate because of the bends. So naturally, it wants to tangle with other strands so that it's a bit stronger. So it's almost like the hair is self-regulating by having those bends that make it easier for it to join with other strands, right? So that it's stronger because it is aware that it is delicate as a single strand with bends by itself. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the hair strand is weak in itself. It just needs further reinforcement. This is the reason why I chose locks, because it just caters to the natural tendency of coily hair to want to wind around itself. The hair typing system was made by someone who was trying to sell a product. Andre, I believe that is his name, had created the hair typing system while he was releasing his morongo oil moisturizing hair care line. While yes, the hair typing system has been used to try and help people of different hair types to find out what are the best products for them, some people have internalized it as a type of system where they place themselves sort of like a hierarchy. On my journey of accepting my coily kinky hair, I realized that I really have to divorce myself from the hair typing system. Otherwise, I was going to fall into the trap of assigning certain characteristics to my coily kinky texture. The hair typing system implies that there are 4 hair textures or hair types. However, that is impossible because even especially within coily, curly haired people, one person doesn't have the same coil pattern, never mind 2 people having the same coil pattern, or even a square centimeter of my hair doesn't have the same pattern. That's why every single person will have different locks, no matter what they do, that the same, even if they have an identical maintenance routine, identical install, no one will ever have the same type of hair pattern. So that to me shows that the hair typing system is a fallacy that was created to sell specifically coily haired people products. Because if you notice, I've hardly ever seen products in the stores that are like 1A, 2A. They only start getting specific about the hair types for specific products when it gets to the C category, coily, curly, kinky hair textures, which to me tells me that there's something bigger at play. So the biggest lie they've sold, in my opinion, about 4C hair is that it's chronically dry. Because of the bends in coily hair, when one feels the hair, one gets the texture that people call coarse, and that coarse feeling has been sold to 4C haired people as dryness. And if we go back to the person who invented the hair typing system, this hair typing system was made public alongside their line of their moisturizing hair care line, which tells me that the hair typing system was created to convince people, a certain demographic, that they have chronically dry hair that can only be solved with product, which I do not believe. So I have learned the difference between my hair when it needs water i.e. it's dry, versus when it's just in its natural state of being absent of wetness, and I'm supposed to move around and go about my day with hair that's light and not greasy without any wetness. So that is the biggest lie that I feel like the hair typing system has sold. So once you start noticing those things, such as, no products aimed at people with straight hair, people who are higher up in the hair typing system, they do not have products that are aimed specifically at them. It's just called shampoo when it's shampoo for straight hair. It's just called conditioner. But we get the extra labels, extra moisturizing, da 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 da. And oftentimes you find that those products do the same, but we get a giant markup because this was something that was done deliberately, and it has seeped into our minds that our hair is limited in some way. So these negative little descriptors that are used to describe 4C hair by the hair typing system now become part of the culture of having 4C hair, which is difficulty, you not feeling beautiful, and that is something I left behind. Realizing that it is easy to see why type 4, specifically 4C hair, has its stigma, and it has only snowballed because of how it's described in the hair typing system. Many people love to say my 4C hair could never, and all of these other demonstrations that they have internalized to say what their coily, kinky hair does or does not do. So I really had to divest from that type of thought process in order for me to fully embrace my hair and see it for what it is and how it can actually be an accessory that means that most of my outfits or whatever I put on can pop, specifically because I have this hair type. Because that is what most people are looking for in terms of hair at the end of the day. People want to feel beautiful, look beautiful with their hair. So once you internalize that 4C hair as it is looks a certain way, and that certain way is negative, it is not the most inspiring way to be comfortable in one's skin. In fact, in this video, I want to talk about how one can use their coily, kinky texture and the way it grows to elevate certain aesthetics in their style and generally how they want to present themselves in terms of fashion or general aesthetic. So when I was deciding about how my coily, kinky hair should grow, I just chose a way that was the simplest and that would give me my desire physically in terms of beauty, in terms of what I consider beautiful in terms of hair, which is thick and long. And the answer was obviously locks. So that was the first step. So the first step is I stripped all those limiting beliefs about 4C hair, and I did research into the best ways 4C hair could grow in terms of what I wanted, which was thickness and length. I've had to learn the difference between my hair when it needs moisture, meaning water, versus when my hair is simply dry because it's not wet like any other person's hair should be, like not wet all the time. And that has only made my hair feel softer, and it's in its natural cottony state, and it lays the way it wants to, so it gives me a specific shape. And even the length, this is my hair the way it's growing even with shrinkage. And shrinkage, by the way, is just the normal length of coily, kinky hair. But in the state that it is in now, I feel like I'm able to embrace it in its short stage, which is not short to me. Or what can we say? In realizing that the 4C hair typing system is a marketing strategy, I decided to also no longer use any negative descriptors when it comes to my hair. For example, shrinkage. Shrinkage is not real. Shrinkage is just the natural state of coily, kinky hair. So my first thing when I got my locks is I focused on the positives about my hair. Yes, of course I want long hair, just like a lot of people. So I'm not there yet. So I focused on the things that I do have going for me. Number one, I love the color of my hair. Before I locked my hair, I wanted to do ginger, but it came out as a light brown. And now that I've started my lock journey, it has kind of made this ombre effect, and I incorporate this into my outfits. I really wear brown a lot because I feel like it kind of just flawlessly makes my hair an accessory, and that's the first lesson. Using your hair's natural tendencies as an accessory to an outfit or a look is a good hack. What I mean by this is locks are usually associated, with Earth Goddess, Mother Nature. So I leaned into that aesthetic, the boho aesthetic. It was almost like the easiest thing for me to do with my hair type. And I really embraced it. I don't care about like the stereotypes, like people are gonna assume I'm vegan or this and that. I'm just looking into doing it to look good. The color of my hair has really helped me to kind of settle into that bohemian aesthetic, and I kind of make the brown the accent color of the outfit if possible, just to carry that Mother Nature, one with the earth kind of energy. So hair color, whatever your hair color is, that can work. Even if my locks were black, again, the locks are associated with that bohemian lifestyle, so kind of looking into that direction has really helped me. Another thing as well is the shape of my hair. It's kind of like this, it's short, but it kind of reminded me of those 90s pixie cuts, especially when they were a bit shorter. So a coyote ugly type of aesthetic has really worked for me. But once again, it's something that I can incorporate those browns into. So whatever aesthetic, you can just incorporate specific colors that go with the hair or that contrast really well with the hair. I also enjoy wearing long flowing fabrics to contrast with the shortness of my hair. So there are really a lot of tricks that you can do to kind of use your hair to your advantage in its natural state. For example, with afro hair literally looks like a crown. There are many ways that you could use that to accentuate an outfit in a way that frames the afro, or have the afro or the coily kinky texture frame the outfit. Now you don't have to be part of the, oh my god, my 4C hair could never be played, right? We want to get to a point where all you see is what the 4C coily kinky texture can do, and I believe that it can do it all. It all depends on your perspective and perception and how you're seeing things.